In this video, I'm going to show you what I picked up from the Erin Condren Monthly Planner launch. Hi, I'm Kristen, and I post functional planning videos on my channel. If you're like me and you need a gentle reminder to just keep it simple, please make sure you're subscribed, and I'll be right back. I had originally planned to do just like a little bit of a setup with you in the monthly planner, but some of the supplies I wanted to use are not here yet, but I needed to get this video up. So that'll just be another video. More videos is better, right? So first of all, I feel like the monthly planner launch didn't really have much in it. Of course, there were the new monthly planners. This is a new product. I believe there were a couple of other, maybe like another sticky note option, and there were some like glitter highlighters and stuff. But other than that, it was a very small, kind of low-key launch. I also feel like Erin Condren didn't really hype it up a lot. So anyhow, I only grabbed the monthly planner and the tab sticky note booklet, and then this was the free gift with purchase, which I already use this every month. I already have it. It is the monthly sticker book collection, edition 9, and so this was the free gift, and I will probably, you see this in my monthly planner, my monthly plan with me's. I still have some here that I haven't put away yet, but it's basically these stickers here. There's a sheet for every month, and this is the current one that you would find in this book, and I believe this is still available for sale on the site, but I take it apart and put them, you know, in my sticker storage here so that I could have all of the monthly stuff together. But I'll go ahead and flip through it just in case you haven't seen it before, you want to see it all together. If you've only seen it in my monthly plan with me, it's kind of like, you know, it's all torn apart and you never see it all together. So I will flip through that as well, even though that's not really a new thing. But let's go with the monthly planner. So I chose this beautiful Etta V, I think it's called Woven, and it's just really cute. I love how colorful it is, and I did not get it personalized, but it looks the same on the front and the back, and I just think it's really pretty. It's not that typical like swirly abstract, well, it's still abstract, but it's not, you know, like the Inspire or the Evolve, but it's still got the same vibe, and I like it. It's really pretty. It's nice and bold and summery. So it's got this bright pink inside cover. I chose, you could probably tell by the tabs, but I chose the canvas design for my monthly planner. Now that's something new for this year. While they did have canvas last year, they did not offer it in the monthly planner. So this year you can get all 3 of the current designs in your monthly planner. And so I already have the Evolve design for my 7x9 compact vertical, and I just wanted to try something different for my monthly planner. So I went with this, but I still really want colorful tabs. And so I'm gonna use the Planner Kate tab covers for these. I think whenever we do the setup, we'll talk about it, but just, I think that's kind of how I wanna get that neutral inside with the pretty colorful tabs. But like you can see here, it's just plain gray, and you've got your name page, and then you turn it here, and then you've just got your canvas themed with the asterisk on these pages. You've got your year at a glance, your 12 boxes, which is very very neutral compared to the other ones, and it's just got the little asterisk detail here, and then your notes page, and then you go right into your months. So the one thing you'll notice is that the monthly planners do not come with vellum, and that I don't think they ever have. Every monthly planner I've bought hasn't. Sometimes there can be some confusion about that, where people think they're missing the vellum, but if you're purchasing the monthly planner, it does not come with the vellum. So then you go into your month, and this is the same layout that you're gonna find in all the life planners. Sunday start. I really do like how it's plain. I love colorful and everything, but also I think if you're a sticker user, this is going to be so much easier to work with than the ones that have like the design in the coil and everything. Or if you just don't really want that much color, or maybe you have a like a color coding system for your family, and like people in your family have a certain color, then you don't have to worry about clashing with your color coding system with, you know, the monthly design or whatnot. So there's that. And then when you turn the page, you have the previous monthly dashboard, the same monthly dashboard that we had last year, the newer updated one. It still has this tracking here. What I really like about the canvas, again, is that there's no design really. And not that I minded the design, but I always cover up the tracking section. And this one is a lot easier to cover up because it's like gray, you know? So it's not something that is gonna be showing through my stickers or anything like that. So I like that. And then you have your 10 line notes pages. It's 5 sheets, right? So you have 5 sheets and they're double-sided. So that's how you're getting your 10. So you've got your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then you go into your next month. This is enough to do for me where I like to use it. I use these for, you know, monthly planning and dashboards, and then I will either skip these two if I have a project that I want to keep like track of, or I will just start my weeks here. If you watch any of my weekly Plan With Me videos that go live every Monday morning, I do my weekly, like a Hobonichi weeks style grid here. Like I draw it in myself, and it's got Monday through Sunday down the side, and then I use this section here as a to-do list, and then that's just my whole weekly plan on one page. And so I'm able, because I'm using one page, I'm able to get my whole month worth of weeks behind the tab here. If you wanted to use 2 pages for your entire week, you would have like 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and then, you know, this doesn't have another side to it. So you could do that if you wanted to on months that have 4 weeks. But for example, July is going to have 5 Mondays, so it would be kind of difficult unless you just went ahead and moved this last week into August. So I don't know, you could probably make it work, especially if you like skipped a week, like if you didn't really have a busy week or something. But there is some breathing room to kind of change up your layout. But you would just need to go ahead and make sure there's enough space for what you want to do before you get into it. So all of the months are going to be the same, except the tabs do have a different like a different quote on each of them. And the other thing is that this is the July start, and this one, just like last year, my July start monthly planner also included the month of July. So normally a July start would start in July and end in June, but I think just because the monthly planners launch a little bit later, somebody explained this to me in the comments, that what they think is happening, and I agree. Because the monthly planners are launching a little bit later, they usually launch like the first week of June, so it takes a little while to make the planner and then ship it to you. That if you're using the monthly planner, at least you have the month of July to start planning in, and then you can transfer this over to your new planner when it gets here. So that makes sense. It is handy for pre-planning and then having a space. Because of the way I pre-plan, I put all of my sticky notes on the month, and then before I write everything in, there's just sticky notes all over my planner. And so it is nice to have a place to put all of those until I move into the next planner. So then when you get to the end here, you have the option to add on, and that's another new thing for this year. They did have the option previously to add on plain lined notes pages, or what they called the productivity pages back then, and it was just like, it was like a lined notes on this side, and then you had like 2/3 of the sheet lined here, and then there was like a checklist. So you could add the 40 pages, which was the 20 sheets front and back. You could add that on in the past, but this year they still have that option for the lined pages, but the new productivity is, it's like dot grid on this side. Here, let's turn to, you're going to get a tab that says what your add-on is. There are different choices for adding on, but we've got, this is the new productivity layout. So it's all dot grid on this side. Half of the page over here is like a lined column, but it's also broken up into 3 sections here. And these actually have 10 lines each in them, which is interesting because the normal notes pages in the Erin Condren planners have 28 lines, and this one, they've actually gone up into that like top margin space to give you 2 extra lines up there, so you have 3 equal sections of 10 lines apiece. And then you have a checklist space with 14 spaces and the little gray dots here. Now, I think it's important to note that no matter which design you choose, so if you choose one of like, if you choose the colorful evolved design or the like muted colorful floral design that's bold blooms, you're still going to get this gray tab. That this is not going to match your design choice. All of them are going to be this gray, so I just thought I'd point that out. But you've got the gray like circles here that you can use either as bullet points or like check mark spots, and then you have this blank section here, so you could totally use this in different ways. And I didn't really have a specific plan for this when I purchased it. I just wanted to get the add-on, and I had mentioned that I do want to set this up, and my stuff wasn't here yet to do that, but I'm considering uncoiling it. I have a video where I recently uncoiled by cutting the coil and putting these little rubber caps on the end, and that's still an ongoing process. It's an experiment. We have discovered some issues with it, and so I want to try again. And so I have some other supplies coming to try that with. And so I may end up, when I do that, I may just take these out completely. But I am going to brainstorm some ways to use this. And obviously it would just be great for like project planning, brain dumping, just basic checklists. This could be like a grocery, like a meal planning type of thing. You could do like breakfasts, lunch, and dinners here, and maybe like shopping lists and some notes about new recipes or something like that. And then of course there's you know, your dot grid space over here for anything. It could be party planning. Really, the options are endless. It's just like a functional way to kind of give your brain a break. Like you could just use plain notes pages for that, right? It's not much different, but it just kind of already does some of the like organizing for you ahead of time for I don't know, figuring out your lists and such. So you have your 40 pages of that. Then at the end, it ends on this side here. You have your heritage and awareness observances. Then you have your forward planning for 2026, which this is kind of like a bummer about the July start planners, is that you're missing like July, well, not in this one in July, but like August, you're missing that second half of 2025. And so there's not any forward for the following planner. There's not really anywhere to put that. And there is note space here. So you could write some things, but there's not going to be like the calendar, although you do have it up here, I think. Let's see. I don't think, yeah, so this one, you have the calendar here, so you could go ahead and make some notes here, put your sticky notes either here, or you could write them in here just to kind of like as a placeholder until that following year's planner comes. I would probably just do it back here because it's out of the way, and like flipping to this, all of a sudden you risk like losing those sticky notes, but I feel like they'd be a little more secure back here, or just even just writing on this as a way to do forward planning for the following year. And then you have the back page here with some information about Erin Condren. And then the canvas comes with this set of stickers. So we have 2 sheets, which I think is new, or it's a mistake. I'm not sure. I'd have to look at the description. But my previous monthly planner only had the one. But these are really good. I like these labels. I especially like them in the colorful version because they match the monthly colors, and it's nice to just have some stickers available whenever I need to add things to my calendar. But I don't know how much I will use this set of colors, so these might also come out if I do end up recoiling this. And then you have your double-sided pocket folder, which is always handy. I always keep my like my son's school schedule in there, and then I keep some stickers that I use on a regular basis in there as well, just to keep them at hand. You don't have to go searching for them. So the differences between this and the Life Planner is that you're not getting that perpetual calendar booklet that comes with the Life Planner. You're also not getting the ruler, which actually the new thing here for this year is that stencil ruler. You will not be getting one of those. And you don't get the vellum at the front. So those are just some differences, but it is at a lower price point as well. So that's the monthly planner for you. And I love the monthly planner, and this is like my backup plan for if my 7x9 compact vertical isn't really working for me. I will be in this one. And so, you know, we will, I'm gonna give it a good 3 months for sure. Like I'm gonna do all of July, August, and September in the compact vertical. I think that's a good, it's a good amount of time to get used to it and to work out some of the growing pains. And also it like straddles for me like summer and school. So it kind of gives me a taste of both types of schedules I have, and I'm gonna give it a try. I've always wanted to try the compact vertical, and when they came out with it in 7x9, I was like, I'm definitely trying it. I'm gonna give it the full chance. So, but I do have this as my backup plan. I don't know how much I'm gonna find a use for it because I do prefer to stay in one planner, but I will have it just in case. So it's here, a really cute cover, and hopefully we'll do some setup with this one soon. The next thing I got from the monthly planner launch was this tabbed sticky note booklet. I love some sticky notes, and so I pretty much try almost every version of sticky notes Erin Condren comes out with. I did not get, there was like a little strip of sticky notes. I did not get that because in the past they've had a similar product and I didn't like the sticky notes on that, and so I just decided to pass on it for now. I don't know. If you got it, let me know what you think about it. I'll put a picture of it on the screen here from the Erin Condren website just to show you what I'm talking about. Yeah, if you got that, let me know what you think about it. So this is a set of sticky notes that comes in this like striped little booklet, and I was actually kind of confused about this at first because I was like, well, if they're sticky notes, then how do you get to the middle ones? But it's actually kind of neat. So you open it up and you have 7 tabs here, and you can tab to the next section, and so we'll go through that, and they're all in cute like pastel rainbow colors. And would you believe this very first one is my layout. So if you're not familiar with my weekly plan with me's, I did mention earlier in the video that I will take the line notes pages and plan out my week on them, and I divide the page up just like this, and so each day of the week gets 4 lines. This is exactly that layout, it's just smaller, and it's got a tab, and then the sticky is on this side. So I haven't tried any of these yet, so we'll try them in a minute, but let's flip through the rest of them. You have another weekly setup, and this is like a habit tracker. This one's kind of weird to me because normally with a habit tracker, you would have the one thing you're doing, like the habit, and then you have your 7 days. There's 7 circles here, but this is actually broken up into the week with 7. So like this isn't, you're not going to be able to track like your 8 glasses of water here. I'm not really sure what you're tracking on Monday 7 times. I don't know what that thought process was on designing this. I'm also not a habit tracker, so I'm not the best person to, I don't know, give an unbiased opinion on a habit tracker. I think this is silly. I don't really think it fits. I don't I don't get it. I don't know. And these are really big circles too. So like, what are we putting in here? I don't know. What would you track on Monday 7 times? I mean, you could still do water. Water doesn't have to be 8 glasses, but 7 just seems like such an odd number. It seems like they took the concept of a weekly habit tracker and then they're like, let's break it up for the day, but they didn't really put much thought into, you know, what the circles would represent and why you would need 7. So anyway, there's that. It's weird. I don't know. I think you could make it work by just maybe taking a sticker and putting it over that. Let's see if a sticker fits there. I have my Planner Kate sticker book here. Let's find like a basic, like a label. Let's go into February because I know I have a ton of them, and that way it will, I won't be missing any if this doesn't re-stick. So let's see. Let's just take a basic label here. This is just your standard size, like quarter box, maybe. I don't know if this is a quarter box. This is just your standard size label. It would fit there. So you could do that. And then of course the skinny ones from Planner Kate would fit even better. And so you could cover that. Let me see, this is an A5 size, like for the A5 monthly, and that will also fit. So that might be a good use of those if you wanted to use this. Of course, there's also whiteout, just writing over it with a different color marker. You could put a script there. Let's see. Let's go into here and see, like if you have, okay, so this sticker that says workout, you know, you could cover it like that, you know. Anyhow, that's just a way to make it work that makes more sense, I think. But anyhow, let's move on. This one is just lines, and you have 20 lines here if that matters to you. And then this is probably also 20. This is lines again, but you've got some small little open circles there that you could use as check mark spaces. You have a blank one here, and it's just got the asterisk at the top. You've got a grid one here, and then you've got a dot grid. And I don't know, does this say how many sheets? It says there's 140 total sheets, so there's going to be 20 of each of the different styles. And then on the back it just says Erin Condren, and it's just all together in this little book. So it's kind of neat. You could, if you didn't like it, you could just, like, it's kind of like a notepad. It's glued like a notepad here. So you could take this apart and you know, just keep the one that you like wherever you need it, maybe. So let's just practice with one of these. Let's open this to the middle and pull off a sticky note. So the sticky runs down the side here. And so you want to pull it off. Don't pull it this way because that's how it's going to curl up and then it's not going to lay flat. And you want to start at the top and pull it this way. Okay, it already ripped. Let's go from the bottom. It's ripping. Aw. So that's no fun. Okay, let's see. I'm trying not to touch the sticky as well because that makes it less stickable. So we've already got not the best first impression, but I don't know. I wasn't even being like hard on it. So these, you would just kind of stick your sticky note right on your page and let's write on it. This is an Erin Condren gel pen, but I actually took the insert out and put a Pilot Precise V5 RT in it. And so let's just say this is our to-do list. We need to get groceries. We need to get a car wash. We need to vacuum, put away laundry. I need to pay bills, right? So, and then you could kind of write on the tab maybe like to do. Okay, and I mean, it's on there even though it's ripped. It's not like, you know, it's sturdy. And then we pull it off, and let's say we want it over here. We're gonna make the tab stick out the side because that's kind of the point, right? It's tabbed. And then we can close it. And so what month were we in? We were in January. Okay, so then we're looking at our January calendar here, and we're like, oh, here's our to-do list. So then you pick up the tab to get to it, and it doesn't really work as a tab because it's gonna wanna rip off of the page, but at least you can find the page. So there's that. And then what's neat about some of these, like you could use it this way as well. Like obviously the ones with the lines aren't gonna work that way, but these three, the plain, the grid, and the dot grid, they are sized to where you could put them this way to have like a top tab to be able to find that spot. So I think overall it's a cool concept. I love stuff like this where it's functional and you have like different options. I love anything with a tab on it. I don't know. I love anything that's a sticky note. I think we'll see how handy these are. It's also portable in the sense that it's kind of protected by this like cardstock cover that you could just toss this in your purse and just have different styles of notes everywhere, and then you can just pull off the sticky note. So it's neat. I could see keeping something like this in my car. Like if you're in your car a lot for like chauffeuring children around or whatever, then like if you're always waiting in your car, having something like this would be really handy, just like in the glove box, I think. Or like the center console, or just even the little side pocket of your car. That's like the first thing I thought of for some reason. I don't know why, but I think it would be useful there, or just in a tote bag or something. But at home, I feel like I would be annoyed flipping to it, and I feel like that's not gonna last. Like if I'm using this a lot, I can see it coming apart. And like definitely at the end here, I'm left-handed, so that's gonna rip it. Like if I tried to write in the booklet, that would rip it. Like the weight of my arm on here is gonna make it fall apart. So, you know, I would have to pull that out and write on it somewhere else. But I think it's really neat, and I'm not mad at it, and I am gonna give it a shot. And I just think that habit tracker is weird, but I wasn't really excited about the habit tracker in the first place, so no big deal. Okay, so that is those, and let's do like a quick flip through of the monthly sticker book. And I'm just being gentle with this because I'm gonna gift this to somebody, and I don't want to tear it up, obviously, because of that, because I already have it and I don't need it. So it says celebrate the season you are in, and it's got like a pretty rose gold foiling on it, and then the back is just this purple color, and it says what it is on here, and it just has like a little tab tuck, and then you open it this way, and then it says, here, let's put this over here so we don't get shadows. It's kind of a gloomy day today, so. All right, so we've got January. Something that I didn't realize until this year, even though I've had these sticker books for years now, every year they come out with one. This here fits over, well, it wouldn't in this because this isn't the colorful version, but in the colorful planners, this sticker is the perfect shape, size, and the same font to fit over the month here. So like in the colorful version, the font is this font and it's the same size, and so you can put the metallic one over that if you wanted to. I guess that is important to note too, is that the monthly sticker book is going to match your colorful collection, the Evolve. Every month is the color matches that, so this isn't going to like match your bold blooms at all, but it'll still look good in your canvas because the canvas is blank. So we've got some icons here. These 2 washi strips will fit across the width of your 7x9 pages. We've got some words down here that say reminder, important, today, urgent, and to do. and then the functionals. So what's going to happen on all of these sheets is you're going to have the same setup of functionals, the same setup of scripts, and the same washi. You'll have the same icons and the month. And then your deco will change, and then of course just the style, the design is going to change. So that's January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. Uh-oh, this is already ripping. I need to be careful. And December. So that is the monthly designer sticker book, and they might come out with edition 10 later this year. Maybe September, October time, I feel like, is when they've come out in the past. I'm not sure. So I don't know yet. Like, that's not something I know for sure, but I think just historically they've come out like later in the year when the calendar year planners come out. And so that is everything that I grabbed from the monthly planner launch. So like I said, I may be setting this up, uncoiling it. If you're interested in that, make sure you're subscribed. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.